How in the f can you not like Frankie Edgar? I'll wait. Someone tell me that. This guy is 5'6", PED free. Fuck Chad Mendez. He doesn't count. He's fought at 155 pounds. Won the belt from BJ Penn. Legend. Fucking legend. Challenged for the 145 pound belt. He's defended the 155 pound belt more than once. He's a fucking legend. For people that say that they don't like him, I don't fucking understand. It blows my mind. This guy's a role model. This guy's such a nice guy. He's the future Hall of Famer. But before we get into all that, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on the post notifications for multiple videos every week, all unfiltered, all unbiased, all from the fans' perspective. Now let's get to it. So there are some fights over the weekend. Frankie Edgar versus Pedro Munhoz. Frankie Edgar's bantamweight debut. He's 38. He's 22, 8-1. Pedro is number 5 ranked bantamweight. He's 18-4. Frankie's coming off that TKO loss to the Korean Zombie. I think that was in Korea, South Korea, something like that. Definitely not fucking North Korea, I'll tell you that right now. He's fighting out of his weight class. He was proving that you don't have to fucking cut weight in order to win belts, and he proved that. And he fought up 2 weight divisions from what he should be fighting at realistically if you were to cut weight. Now he's fighting at his natural weight class. I don't want to say natural, not natural, but he's fighting at the weight class he should be at according to his size. So it does make sense. So I think he's gonna have so much fucking success here. But to get into it, he's the 12th fighter in UFC history to win 3 different times in 3 different weight classes. Some other guys that have done it are fucking, I don't know, Conor McGregor. I don't know if you've heard of him. Anthony Pettis and Jared Cannonier, who's going to be the middleweight title contender if he gets past Rob. And then Munhoz is coming off that loss to Aljamain Sterling, who's actually challenging Petro Yan for the bantamweight strap. Dana White just announced that. Munhoz was a fucking 3-1 betting favorite. That kind of blew my mind. I'm not betting on MMA fights anymore because I barely win that shit, but I thought that was fucking crazy. A 3-1 betting favorite over Frankie Edgar, who's a legend. I know it's his bantamweight debut, but that shouldn't have any impact on why he may get overlooked. People are pretty dumb. That didn't make any sense. You see these stupid odds every now and then. That surprised me, but at the end of the day, you know, people are going to do stupid shit. And another fun fact is that Frankie Edgar, no one's had more minutes inside a UFC octagon than that man. Put respect on this guy's name. Like, what the fuck is happening? He's had 27 UFC fights. 27, 3 different weight classes, and he's won in all 3. Getting into the fight though, right away, Pedro knew how good Frankie is with his speed, with his movement, with his elusiveness, and right away fucking attacked those calves. He attacked his lead calf. Right away you could tell Pedro had the power advantage. Meanwhile, Frankie had the speed and he had the volume. So Pedro was throwing 1-2 powerful combinations, landing those hooks, landing that right hand. He landed that right hand over and over again. And that just shows that Frankie's chin at this weight class with these guys' power, it's gonna hold up. You know, that's fucking something in itself. He's not facing the Korean Zombie. Korean Zombie's a monster. He's not facing these guys. He's gonna face McGregor at 155. He's not facing these motherfuckers that have serious power. He's fighting guys that are same size as him, if not smaller. This was like the first time in a fight where Frankie actually had a reach advantage. He had I think a 3-inch reach advantage over Pedro, which is fucking crazy. And he has had 27 UFC fights. Again, he's fucking held a belt 2 weight classes above what he should be fighting at. So fuck everyone else that doesn't like this guy. I don't understand it. I will never understand it. I'm gonna say it so many times throughout this video. But anyways, right away, so Pedro had the power advantage. Pedro's throwing 1 to 2 punch combos while Frankie was throwing 3 or 4, and that accumulated and paid dividends over time. That's that. Frankie looked quick. And something to note is that Pedro had something like 500 to 600 jiu-jitsu matches in his grappling career. So that's kind of fucking crazy if you think about it. Long term, it's nuts. And that was shown when Frankie would take Pedro down. Pedro shot back up at great scrambles, and that kind of played part as to why Frankie didn't really shoot in the later rounds. He was, you know, his leg was jacked up, and he also, that requires a lot of energy, you know. Same thing as the Daniel Cormier Stipe Miocic fight, you know, that in the later rounds, even though they're lighter guys, it still requires a lot of energy to constantly wrestle. That's going to work against you if this guy keeps scrambling and he keeps getting to his feet and you can't hold him down. So I don't really blame him for fucking wanting to stand up and just trade with him, especially if it was pretty even. On the feet, it was crazy even, you know, it could have gone either way. No one got dropped. No one really had a crazy advantage. And something to also note of is that Pedro loves to fucking trade shots with his power because he has a solid chin. He's never even been finished before. So that's something to note of too. Another thing was the these guys kept the same pace for the entire fight. They didn't slow down once. The The only time one of them was slowing down was Edgar in like the 4th or 5th round. 5th round especially was because his fucking leg was mangled. His lead leg was mangled from all the calf kicks, from the 55 calf kicks he probably took in all 4 rounds. And Frankie Edgar's 38 years old, and he's keeping a pace like that at 38 years old. He says he's felt the best he's ever felt in his entire career at 135 pounds compared to 145 and 155. Compared to not even having to cut weight, this guy says he feels amazing at this weight class. So to the bantamweight guys, that's fucking terrifying. This guy's 38 and he's feeling the best he ever has, and it's showing. He just put on a great performance, so I'd be shitting my pants right now. And another thing is that Frankie Edgar has had so many 5-round wars, and that is not shown whatsoever in that fight. He took so many shots from Pedro's right hand, so many powerful shots. He wasn't wobbled once. This guy, he took it like a champ. Fucking credit to Pedro too. Pedro took some nasty shots too. And Frankie Edgar has also won 10 bonuses throughout his career. This fight actually won fight of the night, well deservingly so. And another thing to note was that Pedro was almost initiating the exchanges because he was kind of walking Frankie down as Frankie was eluding Pedro along the cage the entire fight. And at the end, Frankie won by split decision. And, you know, Dana White said it the best. It's like, you can't really complain at this because if Pedro got it, you wouldn't have been like, oh, fuck, that's such a robbery. It could have gone either way. Look at the fight stats. The fight stats say it as it is. And Frankie Edgar, being the fucking G he is, he even said that his limp from the calf kick should be called
the Jersey Shore pimp limp, my man.
the Jersey Shore pimp limp. I fucking love this guy. I don't know how you can't like this guy. He even said he wanted to prove people wrong. People, so many times in his most recent fights, they've counted him out every single fucking time, even though he's a legend, even though he's a crazy resume. He said, I want to prove these motherfuckers wrong. So a possible fight to make would be Frankie Edgar, Dominic Cruz, just from a crazy legacy fight. That'd be fucking nuts. Dominic Cruz, he's number 10th ranked, so it doesn't really do a lot ranking wise for Frankie, but he does have a crazy legacy. He is one of the best, if not the best bantamweight. You know, his high legacy can kind of propel him into a number 1 contender fight. Another one would be maybe Cody Garbrandt. Cody Garbrandt's ranked number 3. He's coming off a big win, so that could be probably another number 1 contender fight for the winner of Aljo and Petr Yan. Another thing is that Munhoz wants a rematch. He even was saying some bullshit that he only lost the decision because of Frankie Edgar's reputation, which, you know, doesn't make any fucking sense to me. He was even saying, he's like, oh, my coach showed me that 17 out of 20 media members gave me the fight. The fucking media members aren't the judges, so that doesn't mean shit. You know, half of these media members are fucking nerds that don't know what they're talking about. They still sleep in their mom's basement, so that doesn't mean fuck all, realistically. You know, so at the end of the day, Dana White says Frankie Edgar is 2 or 1 more wins away from a title shot. Right now, Frankie, enjoy those cheeseburgers with your coach, with your teammates, with your family, with your daughters. Enjoy the win. I can't wait to see you fight again. Pedro, keep that chin up, man. You're coming back strong. You're a hell of a fighter. You're still young. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notifications for new videos every week, multiple videos every week, all unfiltered, all unbiased, all from the fans' perspective. And if you missed any of the previous episodes, click right here, catch the highlights, or you can click right here to watch the full episode. See you later.